Alright, 3 marking the IS-7. It's a fully loaded waffle next to me. Let's do this. This track. Alright, smoke him in the side. Blast him. Come on, waffle. Come on, waffle. Oh no. Another potato. Well, maybe this tank is balanced like they say. And stay in the game. Yeah, I'll just take your entire health pool. Don't want to leave any. Ah, don't worry, E5. I got one for you. Balance. Try it again. Well, you just got sniped. And good night, sweet prince. No, take a little of your juice too, IS-7. Why not? That was really hard. World on this hill. Yeah, you're gone. Ah, it's number 3. Uh-oh. Yep, some for you. Uh-oh. You might get me here. Don't kill me! Back up! Ooh! LOL, whole armor. Get over it. And you're not going anywhere. Give me that booty. Don't worry, this is balance. I was told that I'm not doing so good on Spreadsheet, so that's fine that I can full health clip you. Don't worry. Okay, so now that I got everyone's attention, just wanted to take this time and discuss, in my own way, 4.6 and the spreadsheet balancing that went on, and general direction of the game to this point. So, we look at the way that they came out and said they were doing the balancing, and I know this has been discussed at length, and people are tired of talking about it, but I feel like if we stop talking about it, that it's gonna go the same way next time. And as much as they reverted some of those mistakes, they've done very little of it, and frankly it's becoming too little too late for a lot of the player base. So what can Wargaming do to right the ship, to get people to be playing this game still on a regular basis? Well, I think one of the things that they're doing right is this ranked mode. As much as people may dislike it or think it's stupid, they're giving great rewards for it, so it's incentive to play it. It's a competitive mode, and it's a step in the right direction. I would call it an alpha phase at this point, but I would call it effort, which is something that Wargaming has seemed to be lacking for quite some time. They haven't evolved ranked mode at all, and that is one thing that needs to happen in order for this game to stay relevant in 2019. They need to do something with the competitive scene in this game. I'm a beta Xbox 360 player. I've been playing this game for God knows how long, and as much as everyone needs to take breaks from tanks sometimes just to kind of fresh the engines, a lot of long-time players such as myself are considering not just taking a break, but basically just foregoing tanks to the way of the garbage fire that it is currently. You look at the way these Merc contracts are going, the way that these balance updates are going, and everyone's just wondering, like, what's the point of, if the devs don't care about this game and don't care about fixing it or making it any better, then why am I playing it? Why am I spending money on it? And that's what we need to try to get away from. So number one, competitive mode for Wargaming is going to get people to keep posting videos. It's going to incentivize them to play. Gets this game in a group environment where it really shines. It's really the best. You know, but you look at the glaring issues, such as this tier 10 ranked mode and the tanks that are in it. Well, you'll see a situation here. Surrounded, oh no, could be a problem. Oh wait, I'm a fully loaded waffle. I'm fine, what do I care? And let him burn. What's this? Oh, don't worry, bro. I got like 1800 clip potential for you yet. Be a shame if you lost all your health and your team was down 2-0. Whoops. So we look here at what this tank can do, and this immediate insane amount of sway that has gone to my team. In 20 seconds, I've clipped out 2 tanks from full health to nothing, given my team an advantage that is probably insurmountable for the other team to fight against. And it's not even just this tank. You look at the Waffle, you look at the Hesh Star, you look at the E4, you look at the T57 Heavy, which is probably next to the Waffle, the Hesh Star, the E4, the Batchat, 57 Heavy. I would say next to all those tanks, they're all what I would consider game breaking tanks. In the hands of a good player, they break the game because they give you such an unfair advantage of success that it's not even like playing the same game as everyone else. And Wargaming needs to address this. The only way that that's ever going to happen is if they get people that know the game to give them the feedback about what's wrong with them. You can't look at a spreadsheet and fix things like this. You look at that Waffle at the start of this video, bounces all 6 shots off of the upper plate of a Panzer 7 because he doesn't know what he's doing. You know, and then you look at situations like this, where it's like, you can't get that out of a spreadsheet. That's never going to work. According to the spreadsheet right now, that's a 50% penetration rate between me full health clipping a Type 5 Heavy versus bouncing every single shot off a Panzer 7. And that's just not going to work for the continuation of this game, and why one reason that so many players were so upset at the balance changes and how just absurd they were. And you know, I know again it's been talked about at length, but like, let's face it, if this game's going to survive, they need to figure out a new way to balance this game. Between them making up their own stuff and half copying PC is the worst situation possible right now. Either they, if they want to be their own game, like they say, they either need to get off of PC entirely and just forget that it's even there, instead of doing this half-ass approach, you know, or they need to follow PC entirely. If they're not going to do either one of those things, then the next best thing they can do is take what changes they're going to do and bounce it off of players that are good at this game. Bounce off of players that know what they're doing, that can give them the feedback that they need. They have this free super test program that people are volunteering, lining up to give them the feedback that they need. And instead, what do? They basically use them to test the changes and make sure the changes are working. You know, when I think of a super tester, I don't think of it as a bot, as a monkey with a controller that's looking at these things, and that's what they're treating them as. So they need to take the super test program into a balance change program. They need to basically evolve super test into a core group of players or volunteers that are dedicated, that can help them. I mean, it's free labor for them, and they already have like the application and NDAs and everything that they have in place needed in order to kind of help that, you know, and make that work. They don't need to like take it for gospel, but at least bouncing something off, you know, clearly community members who care about this game can only help it. You know, and then the next thing that needs to happen is they need to evolve ranked mode. Both of these things need to happen soon, or this game's just going to keep dropping players. You know, with all of the new AAA games that are coming out this year, it's going to be a struggle with the tank's population. And I feel like if we had a strong competitive mode that kept this game fresh in people's heads, that wanted people to play it and brag about it and work towards a goal, that's the best way to keep this game going at this point. And I think the only thing Wargaming cares about right now is whales. I look at the so-called nickel and dime players, the people that are putting a little bit of money into this game, and that's no longer who they care about. It takes a lot more work, a lot more effort to keep those players around than it does to keep the whales around. The whales, you throw massive grinds and expensive content at them, and they're going to spend the money, and it's easy. Throw together some tanks and some maps, and you got it. You know, to keep the general population around, it's going to require a lot more work, a lot more effort, and I don't know if Wargaming is up to it, and I think that's one of the major problems we have right now going into 2019. I hope that changes, and I hope they can evolve the Super Test program and evolve ranked mode to keep this game alive, and I think we need to keep talking about it to make sure that that happens. Thanks for watching.